Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Thick Boy Gohan here, back again with another deep dive into the world of anime, and today we're talking Bleach, specifically the walking tank himself, Kenpachi Zaraki. If you're a longtime fan of the series like me, you know Kenpachi's been all about that smoke since day one, but in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, we finally get to see another side of him, one that matures, evolves, and honestly makes him more dangerous than ever before. Before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, drop a comment if you're hyped about the 1,000-Year Blood War arc and its return, especially with Core 4 around the corner, and of course, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of these anime breakdowns. Let's get into it. So let's rewind a bit. Kenpachi's introduction in the Soul Society arc was wild. Dude strolls in with a constant bloodlust, fighting Ichigo with a smile on his face, like it was a game. That eye patch, a literal power limiter so he wouldn't accidentally kill people too fast. He wanted to enjoy the fight, savor every swing of the blade. To him, pain wasn't something to fear, it was a gift, a reminder that he was alive. But let's be real, for all that strength, Kenpachi was stunted in a way. He never learned his Zanpakuto's name, never even tried to connect with it. His whole identity was built on raw instinct and chaos, and it made him a beast, but not the kind of captain that could grow past brute force. That made him dangerous, but also vulnerable, especially when things escalated in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. Anyone else remember when he bodied those Sternritter early in the war like it was just light work? That was peak Kenpachi, but the problem was the enemies kept evolving and raw power wasn't always enough. Now here's where things get real. The turning point for Kenpachi is his duel with Unohana. Retsu Unohana, the first Kenpachi. The origin, the OG. That fight wasn't just epic, it was soul crushing, because what we saw wasn't just two warriors going at it, it was a mentor breaking down her student, dragging out the strength he's always buried under layers of self-imposed restraint. Unohana had to die so Kenpachi could truly live up to his name. That's how the title Kenpachi works. Only one can hold it, and in doing so, Kenpachi awakens a piece of himself he's always ignored. The part that could grow, that could mature, that could face fear and evolve. The fight wasn't about the win, it was about acceptance. Kenpachi had to accept that he was afraid of his true strength, that deep down he wanted to suppress it so he could enjoy the fight, because true power would make everything way too easy. That duel, Unohana cracked his soul wide open, and what came out was terrifying. After Unohana's death, Kenpachi doesn't just walk away with more power, he walks away with a deeper understanding of himself, and for longtime fans, that's massive. We're seeing a man who used to be defined by chaos start to understand discipline. He doesn't lose his edge, he sharpens it. Think about it, this is a guy who used to view strategy as weakness. Now he starts leading, not just charging into battle, but commanding presence, directing force. If we're going to ignore the fight that he did with the right hand of the Soul King. That makes him 10 times more dangerous. He's still unpredictable, still savage, but now there's a layer of focus underneath it all. He's not some mindless brawler anymore. He's a sharpened blade, still wild, but wielded with purpose. And I gotta ask you guys, do you prefer the old Kenpachi or this more refined version in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc? Hit the comments and let me know. I read everyone. Let's talk about the real glow up, Nozarashi. This dude went most of his life not even hearing his Zanpakuto's voice. Meanwhile, every other captain is building bonds with theirs from day one. But after his transformation, Kenpachi finally hears that voice. And what does Nozarashi look like? A giant axe, a Zanpakuto that tears through space like it's butter. The Shikai alone was monstrous, but then he says Bankai. His Bankai moment was like a nuclear bomb of hype. It's pure, uncontrollable destruction. His skin turns red, his power goes off the charts, and for a moment, we see what an unchained Kenpachi really looks like. And the scary part? He still has room to grow. There's a tragedy in that too, because his Bankai isn't just raw power, it breaks his own body. That's the cost of growing sooner. The power he sat on for so long is now almost too much to handle. That's poetic. Seriously. Kenpachi's growth impacts more than just him. It ripples through the entire Gotei 13. His strength is no longer just fearsome, it's dependable. His subordinates see it, the other captains respect it. Even Mayuri, who hates everyone, has to acknowledge that. And narratively, Kubo gave us something rare. A shonen character whose growth isn't about gaining power, but about understanding the responsibility of that power. That's really huge, especially for Kenpachi. Kenpachi isn't just a beast anymore. He's a symbol of what happens when you stop running from yourself and face what's really within. That's something we can all take a little bit of inspiration from, especially if you're into pushing limits like I am, in the gym or in life. So that's my deep dive into Kenpachi Zaraki's growth in the 1000-year Blood War arc. From raw chaos to refined warrior, his journey is one of the best in Bleach, hands down. If you vibed with this video, drop a like, hit that sub button, and click the bell so you never miss a drop. And let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What was your favorite Kenpachi moment in the 1000-year Blood War arc, or in the Bleach anime as a whole? Do you think he's the strongest captain now? I know, for me personally, it's a toss-up between him, Byakuya, and Shunsui, but let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. This is Thick Boy Gohan signing off. Stay strong, stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next one.